Good morning students. Today we are going to start mechanism of photosynthesis. Mechanism of photosynthesis means what? When food developed or produced by green plant in the presence of sunlight and with the help of water and carbon dioxide in the chlorophyll is called photosynthesis. So photosynthesis completes in like this simple reaction. 6CO2 plus 12H2O in the presence of light and in chlorophyll pigment. Glucose is formed, oxygen released as byproduct and water is formed. So simply if we define what is photosynthesis, then photosynthesis can be explained by this simple reaction. But this simple reaction does not happen like this simply. CO2 plus H2O unite to form in the form of glucose by chlorophyll in the presence of sunlight. Oxygen produced as a byproduct and water is formed. This simple reaction, which appears simple, but it do not happen this much simply. So it completes into two steps. So photosynthesis completes into two steps: light reaction and dark reaction. Light reaction means according to its name, light reaction takes place in the presence of light. That is why it is light reaction during the sunlight. And dark reaction, it doesn't happens in night, but it do not requires light. So dark reaction doesn't mean in the night, it means it is not light dependent. Light reaction is light dependent, but dark reaction is not light dependent. So light reaction takes place, we have previously learned that structure of chlorophyll in the 11th class. Chloroplast and chlorophyll pigment found in the thylakoid. So simply in a short form we again see here, this is the chloroplast, and on the chloroplast there is a thylakoid, group of thylakoid called grana, and each individual thylakoid, this one individual thylakoid contains many chlorophyll pigment in the form of bunch of grapes. The whole one group is called photosystem. The whole one group is a unit for photosynthesis called quantasome. In one quantasome there is numerous chlorophyll molecules. We know that chlorophyll molecules are of different types: chlorophyll A, B, C, D, E, bacteriochlorophyll, bacterioviridin. So here chlorophyll molecules found in the bunch of the grape. Chlorophyll A and B, different type of chlorophyll. Mainly chlorophyll A and B are found abundantly in this thylakoid. Chlorophyll A and B. So this one is the complete unit for photosynthesis, and this unit is called quantasome. So the complete grana takes part into light reaction, and the complete stroma, that is cytoplasmal matrix like substance of the chloroplast, work as a stroma, and dark reaction takes place in stroma. So photosynthesis completes into two, light reaction and dark reaction. Photosynthesis takes place into this chloroplast. Chloroplast has two structures, grana and stroma. Grana contains stack of thylakoid. Stack of thylakoid, each stack is called thylakoid. Thylakoid contains numerous molecules of chlorophyll which receives the light. Chlorophyll A and B, which is the unit of photosynthesis, is called quantasome. So basically photosynthesis takes place into light reaction and dark reaction. Light reaction takes place into grana part of the chloroplast and dark reaction takes place into stroma part of the chloroplast. This one is light reaction is the partial reaction because during the presence of light in the grana there is no food synthesis takes place, no preparation of glucose here. So it is called partial reaction. And in the stroma glucose formation is found, that is why it is called complete reaction. Photosynthesis means what? Production of glucose, production of food. But in light reaction it do not completes, that is why partial. But in dark reaction it completes the production of glucose, that is why it is complete. Product of light reaction, ATP and NADPH2. In this light reaction there is in the quantasome on a thylakoid on in the grana only ATP and NADPH2 are produced. NADPH2 is reducing agent. ATP is energy storing substances. So ATP and NADPH2 produces in the light reaction. ATP means adenosine triphosphate. NADPH2 means nicotinamide adenine dihydroxy phosphate. That is the highest reducing power. Here the product is glucose and water. Here the product is ATP and NADPH2, not glucose. But glucose formation takes place into stroma, dark reaction. Light reaction also known as Hill reaction because Robert Hill produced this reaction in first time 1939. This one is the neat question. Robert Hill. Robert Hill evolved this light reaction in 1939. That is why light reaction is also called Hill reaction. Kelvin found the dark reaction, that is why dark reaction is also called Kelvin reaction or C3 cycle because 3 carbon dioxide, first stable compound is made up of 3 carbon compound, that is why it is called C3 cycle. Byproduct is O2. O2 evolved as byproduct. We know that during the photosynthesis oxygen is evolved. From where this oxygen came? It came through the light reaction. Oxygen evolved as a byproduct which is used by the animals for their respiration. Here in the dark reaction evolved water as byproduct. Byproduct क्या बनेगा यहाँ? Water. Light reaction is basically oxidation of water and dark reaction is basically reduction of carbon dioxide. Oxidation of water, photolysis of water, get oxidized into H2 plus O2 plus electron. We will see this oxidation and this one is the reduction. Carbon dioxide from the atmosphere get reduced by ATP and NADPH2. We have previously discussed that NADPH2 is strong reducing agent. It reduces the carbon dioxide and form carbohydrate. So here is the difference between light and dark reaction. Now we will see individually light reaction and dark reaction. First we will see light reaction. Light reaction. Light reaction, we know that light reaction takes place in the grana part of chloroplast. Here we have seen the diagram of chloroplast. This one is grana. This one matrix is called stroma. Grana contains stack of thylakoid. Each thylakoid contains bunch of chlorophyll pigment. Unit quantasome. So light reaction takes place in this quantasome. Basically, unit of photosynthesis is quantasome. So, light reaction takes place into quantasome of the grana of the chloroplast. So, two types of chlorophyll. We know that quantasome is the unit and each unit contains numerous chlorophyll molecule. About 250 chlorophyll molecules are found, out of which chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B molecule are most abundantly found in it. Quantasome contains two types of chlorophyll pigment are used. Chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B. Chlorophyll A and B, we have seen the difference between chlorophyll A and B. Structural differences are there. Chlorophyll pigment, so chlorophyll A and B receives different light. We know that chlorophyll A and B receives different amount of light. It is called light harvesting system. Chlorophyll A and B absorb different amount of light. It is called light harvesting component. Light harvesting component. Chlorophyll A and B ratio is 2:4. Chlorophyll A and B ratio is 2:4. If chlorophyll A molecule are 2, then chlorophyll B molecule will be 4. So, pigment system, it is also called pigment system 1 and 2. LHC, light harvesting complex, 1 and 2, or photosystem 1 and 2. Why all these three names are for light reaction. Light reaction will again complete into two steps. Chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. The reaction completes into chlorophyll A is called pigment system 1 or light harvesting complex 1 or photosystem 1. Pigment system because of the presence of chlorophyll A. Pigment, chlorophyll is a pigment, green color pigment. So chlorophyll A, pigment system 1. Chlorophyll B means pigment system 2. Light harvesting complex means chlorophyll pigment receives the light. They harvest the light and form ATP and NADPH2. So light harvesting complex 1 and 2. Complex 1 is for chlorophyll A, complex 2 is for chlorophyll B. Photosystem 1 and 2, all these three names are same. Photosystem 1, photo means in the presence of light. The system which run in the presence of light is called photosystem. So photosystem 1 which runs in chlorophyll A, photosystem 2 which runs in chlorophyll B. Chlorophyll A is the reaction center. The main light reaction takes place by the chlorophyll A, that is why chlorophyll A is the reaction center. Ratio of chlorophyll A is to B equals to 1:4. One chlorophyll A molecule is there, so 4B molecule helps them. So chlorophyll B system associate with the help to chlorophyll A system. Photosystem 2 associate the energy absorption for chlorophyll A. We have seen that chlorophyll A and B have different capacity to absorb different wavelength of light. We have seen the wavelength of light is for responsible photosynthesis is in a blue light and in a red light. If we provide only red light, then photosynthesis will decrease. This is called red drop. And if we merge the blue light with red light and combination of blue and red light will given to photosystem, then rate of photosynthesis will doubles. So it is called immersion effect. So red drop means if we provide only red light, that is the more wavelength light, 760 nanometer wavelength contains light. So only red light gives to photosystem, then only chlorophyll A will work and the production will be less. But if we provide blue light too, then the photosynthesis, because the other pigment, chlorophyll B, chlorophyll C, chlorophyll D, beta carotenoid, carotenoid pigment, xanthophyll pigment, they also start work with the blue pigment, and they are associated pigment. So they absorb sunlight, they absorb it and release electron and provides to chlorophyll A. So resultant, the rate of photosynthesis will be increased into red and blue light. So if only red light is given, the rate of photosynthesis decrease, which is called red drop. But when we introduce red light with a combination with the blue light, then the rate of photosynthesis doubles. Why? Because the smaller chlorophyll pigments start working in the low intensity of the light, and they start absorbing the light and provides the energy to chlorophyll A. So all the other pigment except chlorophyll A are called associated pigment or helping pigment. They absorb light, they excite, they release electron and provide this electron to chlorophyll A. So at the end of chlorophyll A is the reaction center. So here glide photosystem 1 and 2 is drawn in a chart form. Chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A absorb photon 700 nanometer, that is red light. Red light is with wavelength 700 to 760 nanometer red and far red. We see that white light has 7 colors: Vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue. So green, yellow, orange and red. So red light contains wavelength 700 to 760 nanometer. So chlorophyll A can absorb the photon 700 from the sunlight. Photon is the energy released by the white light wavelength, where particular color release the energy is called photon. So photon 700 nanometer wavelength wali light ko chlorophyll A will absorb. Chlorophyll A is absorb the light and it excites. It excites, release the electron. It release the electron. When electron came out from the chlorophyll A will become oxidized. Electron moves to electron acceptor. Here we have the name electron acceptor. This is pheophytin. The name of pheophytin is here ferredoxin. FD means ferredoxin. So firstly, the chlorophyll A absorbs sunlight, it releases electron, electron moves to ferredoxin. Ferredoxin means pheophytin. This one is the iron containing compound. Here we have seen that iron found in the two form, oxidized and reduced form, ferric and ferrous. Ferric and ferrous. So here the substance containing iron, which is with the Fe+3 position. It means it requires electron. This one is the positive charge. Proton, 3 proton are there. If it receives 1 electron, then 1 proton release with the electron and it becomes the neutralized. 1 proton neutralized with 1 electron and it becomes Fe+2. So ferric and ferrous ion. So it is already oxidized. When it receives the electron, it becomes Fe+2, reduced. So it receives the electron. Again, this one is electron acceptor. It passes the electron to other electron acceptor. Ferredoxin passes this electron to cytochrome B. Cytochrome is another cytochrome carrying with the Fe+3 to Fe+2. So it is oxidized, it receives the electron, becomes reduced. Again this electron move from cytochrome B to cytochrome F. Cytochrome of receive this electron, it is oxidized. When receive electron, it becomes reduced. Again electron move to plastocyanine and plastocyanine to electron came back into mother chlorophyll. So this one is complete electron transport chain. Electron release from the chlorophyll A goes to ferredoxine, from ferredoxine to it goes to cytochrome B, from cytochrome B to cytochrome F to plastocyanine, and all these are called cytochrome. Cytochrome or electron acceptor. They are already in oxidized state. When they receive the electron, they become reduced. Again, this electron in a weak energy came back to chlorophyll A, and chlorophyll A becomes reduced now. During this cyclic rotation of electron at this step, cytochrome B to cytochrome F, electron release the energy which converts ADP into ATP. So here one ATP is formed during the one electron transport. One electron transport, ATP is produced. So our net gain of this cyclic movement of electron is ATP. Then again chlorophyll A reduced, it again absorbed the light, again the electron is released, again the electron moved cyclically and came back to mother chlorophyll. What happened here? Cyclic movement. So cyclic in the presence of light, that is phosphorylation. That means during the circle of electron it releases the energy and energy stored into ATP. So this one is called cyclic photophosphorylation, chlorophyll A cycle. The net gain is ATP. Now what happened in chlorophyll B? Chlorophyll A molecule is 1 or 2, but remaining 146 molecule are of chlorophyll B. They also receive the energy from the white light. So from the visible white light, chlorophyll B molecule are also absorbing the light simultaneously with the chlorophyll A. So chlorophyll B also absorb the light, but they absorb the light with a low wavelength photon energy. So photon 680 nanometer wavelength light was absorbed by the chlorophyll B pigment. Chlorophyll A was absorbing photon 700 energy, but chlorophyll B absorbed photon 680, means quite less than the chlorophyll A. So they also receive the sunlight, they become energized. They also, chlorophyll B also release the electron. Electron move to electron acceptor. Here we have named this electron acceptor is PQ. PQ means plastoquinone. Again, these are also cytochrome. They are also convert Fe plus 3 into Fe plus 2, ferric to ferrous. And these are oxidized. When receive the electron, they become reduced. Again they energize, release the electron. Electron moves to cytochrome B. From cytochrome B, electron moves to cytochrome F. From cytochrome F to electron moves to plastocyanine, and from plastocyanine electron move to chlorophyll A. Here we have seen that the electron which came out from the chlorophyll B doesn't came back to mother chlorophyll. It goes to chlorophyll A cycle. So what will happen if the chlorophyll B release the electron? It becomes oxidized. Then who will reduce again? Chlorophyll B. So to reduce chlorophyll B, the another activity takes place in the chloroplast, that is photolysis of water. Another important event of photosynthesis is photolysis of water, oxidation of water in the presence of light. So photolysis of water takes place in the presence of light. Water dissociates into hydrogen ion, electron and oxygen. Oxygen is a byproduct. So photolysis of water takes place during the sunlight, and water dissociates into hydrogen plus electron plus oxygen. Hydrogen, we are not balancing here the equation, you can balance them. So hydrogen 2H, we can write as 2H, then 2O2, 2O2, here hydrogen 4 hydrogen, here is this one is the balance. So hydrogen, electron and oxygen as a byproduct. Oxygen came out from the stomata into the atmosphere and it helps in respiration of ourselves. So hydrogen and electron. Here this electron is a weak energy electron. This weak energy electron moves to chlorophyll B, which is already oxidized, and make it reduce so that again it can absorb the light. Electron move from chlorophyll B, doesn't came back to chlorophyll B. That is why this reaction is known as acyclic. Not a cyclic reaction, it is a cyclic reaction. Photo means in the presence of light. Phosphorylation, because during this reaction again this electron from B to F, they produce ATP to ADP. So in this reaction too there is one ATP form, in this reaction too there is one ATP form. So acyclic photophosphorylation. Phosphorylation means to produce ATP. Here the photolysis of water takes place, oxygen byproduct release. Hydrogen, what is the function of this hydrogen now? This hydrogen move to NADP and produce NADPH2. Nicotinamide adenine diphosphate converts into nicotinamide adenine dihydroxyphosphate. Nicotinamide adenine dihydroxyphosphate. So NADPH2, we have seen this. NADPH2 is strong reducing agent which is required in dark reaction. So it is produced in light reaction. So light reaction produce ATP and NADPH2. But cyclic photophosphorylation produce only ATP. But acyclic photophosphorylation produce ATP as well as NADPH2. Also photolysis of water, byproduct oxygen is released into acyclic photophosphorylation. That is why this system is known as Z scheme. We have seen that chlorophyll B move like this, this and this. Here is chlorophyll B, it moves to plastocyanine, chlorophyll A, then again it moves to ferredoxine. So this one is called Z scheme. Light reaction is also known as Z scheme. What is the difference between pigment system 1 and pigment system 2? Pigment system 1 is happens into chlorophyll A, pigment system 2 happens into chlorophyll B. Pigment system 1 produce ATP, pigment system 2 produce ATP as well as NADPH2. Photolysis of water takes place in pigment system 2. But in pigment system 1, photolysis of water does not take place. Then which one is the more productive? So chlorophyll B carrying pigment system 2 carrying cycle is more productive. That is why the chlorophyll B molecule are more than the chlorophyll A molecule. So this complete reaction is known as light reaction and it produces ATP and NADPH2 only, not glucose. Now we will see dark reaction.